Na üdv. Folytatjuk a tegnapi kis kalandunkat. Hát elég meredek dolgokon vagyunk túl. Úgyhogy muszáj voltam tegnap utána már megállni, mert fel kellett dolgoznom. Úgyhogy most meg folytatjuk. Tehát 5 évvel később vagyunk az események után. Ugye Clive már 30 plusz lett. Tudjuk, hogy Joshua életben van. Új hideaway-ünk van. Úgyhogy menjünk és haladjunk. Gá, Csibi, köszi a feliratkozást! Azt mondja, hogy... Ó, lett egy plusz charge-unk az ultin. Azt szerintem akkor az iconoktól függ valószínűleg, ahogy észrevettem. Eddig 2 volt, lett ugye a Rama, vagy Ramu, bocsánat, a Ramunk. És akkor itt nézem is, hogy most már plusz egy charge-unk van itt fent. Nice. Nem tudom, hogy... Megnézzük, hogy tudunk-e valamit upgrade-elni majd. Oh, milyen gyors kis liftecske. Ó, tehát itt nem tudják, hogy én Clive vagyok, tehát Sidnek hívnak. Oksi. Itt most van egy csomó mindenen ilyen. De erre tuti van egy achievement, hogy szerezzem meg az összes zenét. Jó, ez marad az eredeti. Oksi. Aha, ó, itt meg lesz egy option. Nice. Még itt sincs mindenki unlockolva.
Does that one have blood on it? Is it business or pleasure? Go on then.
Nem. Itemekben még mindig azok a... Ó! Ezek újak. Olyan rossz, hogy csak 3 ilyen item lehet. Ó. Ezek jók lehetnének amúgy kis farmra. Megnézzük, hogy van-e.
I'm thankful you got that much.
Crafting, crafting, crafting.
Is that all?
Oksi.
What do you need?
Upgrade-elni szeretnék.
Not saying fortune, do you?
Flame Tang. Az menőnek tűnik. Vagy lekraftoljuk ezt. És abból csinálom meg a... Abból csinálom meg a Levin boltot.
Should last you a good while.
Nice. És nézem, hogy jobbak-e lennének, amik rajtam vannak, de ami rajtam van, az jobb a ketteseknél.
Anything else?
Na, lehet, hogy menő új kartunk.
Have you been to the toll?
Legalábbis szerintem. Ja. Aha, jó. Itt még láttam, hogy itt... Ez micsoda? Wall of Memories. Basszik, gyűjthető itemek is jöttek be közbe. Azért ez kemény. Jó. Jó. Beszéltünk mindenkivel, most megnéztünk mindent. Szia, Otto!
There you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Nézed már! Mi ez? Moogle! Jön meg! Vivian! A hővegy neve.
Trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Történelem óra.
Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured. Recent days have seen the blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago. while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our
Tehát akkor ő a történészünk. Azt mondta, hogy mi történt az elmúlt 5 évben, ugye háborúügyileg, meg területügyileg.
How may I help you today?
Aha. Tehát ő követi, hogy...
Here's the latest information I have.
Na. Childhood friend, best friend. Sworn to shield. Sworn to serve. Ő az anyukánk, ugye? Ja. Ő meg a fater. Aha. Steed and Rider. Ó, hogy itt... tehát így... időügyileg is tudunk menni. What? Tehát ez ahogy kezdtük ugye a játékot, amit ismertünk. Volt utána ez, hogy ugye... Tehát itt ugye, hogy Clive nem tudta, hogy ő kicsoda, tehát, hogy mi történt. Ugye ide is van írva, hogy Believe Dead. Aha. Itt az, a gyerekkorban az van, hogy Childhood Friends. Mindjárt nézem. Itt ugye a fater meghalt, vagy hát a Dicézd, az... Szerintem az. Itt a muter, igen. Aha. Hart... Látod? Nála van a jeges. Ne! Meg fog halni Jill is. No! Nála van a jeges icon. Amúgy tudja, hogy meg fog halni, bazzeg, nyakamat rá. Igen. Minek még egy? Hát, gyanítom, hogy ez lesz. Friends and Reunited. Igen, ez a Hideaway, ugye mikor még Sid élt. Best friend, itt még nincsen semmi. Azt hiszem, hogy itt volt az a rész, amikor még kómába lehetett. Captures. Ja, hogy itt elkaptam. Fú, azért ez komolyan fel van vezetve. Itt volt, mikor harcoltunk. Igen, itt kiderült, hogy Ramu dominant, tehát hogy itt kiderült, hogy neki is van ejkonja. Itt van az Icon Battle, itt... Igen. Best friend, traveling companions, Seeds ally, igen. Traveling companion? Mindjárt elérünk oda, ahol most vagyunk. Igen, ugye itt volt a Márta, neki... Igen. Traveling companion. Oké. Ennek is van egy ikonja, igen, neki van a sárkánya. Accompanies. Mindig best friend. Accompanies. Ally-ok. Ally. Fú, bazd meg! Igen, itt még csak annyit tudunk, hogy Dominant of Fire, itt ugye... Itt már kiderül, hogy ő Joshua. De még ő csak Traveling Companion. Most mondjuk ő is itt. Joshua megmentett minket. És akkor most vagyunk... Most vagyunk ott, ahol most. Tehát a jelenbe. Tehát itt tudjuk, hogy Sid halott, de ugye... Joshuáról még nem tudjuk, hogy halott-e. Mortal Foe, Traveling Companion. Fú, azért ez komoly. Ez tetszik, ez nem rossz. Persons of Interest, aha. Jó. És akkor egyez meg a Situation Map, amiről az előbb beszélt. Ja, ez is ugyanúgy fel van vezetve, hogy ugye mik történtek.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Oké. De nem a wifunk. Jill. Egyébként biztos, hogy fogunk még Icont szerezni. Már csak ebből kiindul, hogy szerintem itt lesz még. Csak ebből kiindulva.
Oarsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kubo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night. From some more than others. And the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Pihézni szeretne Clive, el van fáradva. Hát igen, ilyen ez a 30 plusz.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the tavern.
Na, akkor még Gav is velünk van. Nem hagyott el minket. Oké.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
Nagyon megviselt Clive egyébként az elmúlt 5 évben, ami eltelt. Tehát látszik rendesen az arcán, hogy megviselt évek vannak mögötte.
To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Hát igen. Oké, tehát Joshua életben van, tehát kaptunk most már egy fix clue-t erre.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
De menő ruhája lett Joshuának amúgy.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Ó, baszki.
Very well.
Akkor megyünk, megkeressük gondolom Mártát. Ő eléggé ilyen fő informátor, meg mindenkit ismerő karakter, úgyhogy...
What would make Martha leave the rest?
Nem láttam mellékküldőket, nincs is.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual.
Csak az
But
átlagos.
somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Semmi szó nélkül tűnt el ez a fura az egészbe.
Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. She's fallen into the hands of the Empire. We could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Ugye, ahogy Márta segít a beareröknek, és valószínűleg ez lehetett az egyik oka, hogy eltüntették talán. Lehet nem is eltűnt. Jött egy mellékküldünk. Azt gyorsan megcsináljuk. Jó gyors liftet építettek ezek, haló.
Finish with that log, so that's it.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tet does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Ó, az valami új cucc, amit adni fog. Az valami új currency.
Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Ki kell mennünk küldire. No. 3 reads. Tornis Sissels. Ez micsoda? Valami tüskés. Valamiket kell legyőznünk. Ja, ezek a virágok.
Trees don't have teeth.
Nice. Aha, meg Találtuk a key itemet, ami kell.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Sharp Fang. És akkor most megyünk vissza a Hideaway-be. Leadjuk neki gyorsan.
With that log.
Welcome back, Sid.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse.
Yeah.
Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Nice. Na, az mi az a pont? Badge of Might. Kizazak 12. Az is valami elkölthető. Cucc lenne. Ezt ki kéne venni amúgy. Hogy erősebb legyen. Amúgy jó lenne a többi cuccot is fejleszteni. Ezt ki kéne venni, ez nagyon tetszik. És az erősebb, mint ez. Azt tetszik egyébként. Aha, tehát ha ütöm, akkor chain lightingozik. Oh. Ez 120 font, ezt kiveszem. Ehelyett. Kipróbáljuk, mit megy. Na, hogy összegyűjtök a nagy a Ramó Eikonos ultira. Ja igen, és akkor out of map kell mennünk, tehát nem már. Igen, tehát Mártát megyünk, és megyünk utána nyomozni.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Ó, itt jó szét lett barmolva minden.
Let's get you to a physical.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Úgy a sötét. Milyen szép meg ízés terület volt, fényes.
Look. Up ahead.
Jól vagy, lány?
Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Okay.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Oh, hát igen. Ez milyen loot? Ó, ez nagy loot volt. Jó van, menjünk. Ugye Márta itt tartott ebbe az Abbey-be a beareröket.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Éj, basszus, mindenkit.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offence.
Azta. Ó, ők fekete pajzsos
And for their
páncélosak.
crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Ki kell próbálni ezt az... Ez tök jó. Csak kicsi a range-je.
Is that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Akkor szét kell néznünk.
The abbot.
Megvolt ezek mindenkit.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
Na, valaki életben maradt.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
Látom, ő is mindjárt megkövült.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Cole. Ki a Cole?
He's gone.
Mindjárt megnézzük, ki a Cole. Ja! Oké.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
Hát igen.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Jó. Pont mondani akartam, nem muszáj, akkor nem harcolnék velük. Ja, nem azt akartam, nem mindegy. Mi? Nem jó fel, jövök visszább. Ez akkor úgy jó sokáig él, hál' Istennek. Legalább 18 éves. Na nézd, már kis egyszemű. Hát még nem öltem. Ó, most meg kiírja, hogy milyen rankúak az enemik.
Do you think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Jó.
Too slow. Nice try.
Majd szóljon. Hú, nehéz azért kombózni a három izét. Nem az. Az hülye. Nice. Wow, 5000-et kaptam érte.
You didn't see that coming. That must be the bridge.
Igen, csak jövök a lootért. Ez 2 remains.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Jó. Nyugovóra helyeztük őket, úgyhogy mehetünk vissza Mártához.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
No one survived then.
Nem sajnos.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumours started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Kaptunk üzenetet közben, hogy Gav visszaérkezett a Hideaway-be, de mondtuk, hogy maradunk, hogyha úgy érzi, hogy kell segítség, de mondta, hogy menjünk nyugodtan a dolgunkra. Na, az egy új ikon. Egy plusz jel. Na.
You handy with that sword of yours? Of course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones?
Igen, tudjuk mi a
Not just
csokobók.
any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true.
Harci strúc.
Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Jó van, segítünk, csak...
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Jó. Megmentjük a csokobóját. Nincs is messze.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Igen, amúgy. Kurva jó ez a név, nekem is tetszik. Na merre lehet? Ott van. Nem? Nem. Találtunk klót.
I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds, looks like they went that way.
Csak nem halt meg szegény.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Á, túlélte ez, itt vannak a banditákok.
They're in trouble.
Nem, jó felmentünk. Akkor arra kell tovább menni. A híd fele. Aha, ott vannak. Nem láttam a köttől.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
It's over.
Dara. Amúgy Jillnek is nagyon menő képességei vannak. Jó, ez mekkorát ráütöttem itt a végén. Szia, Whiteheart.
You're safe now. Whiteheart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar.
Ne! Igen, azt akartam mondani, hogy ez a mi csokobónk.
Ambrosia. It is you.
Betoljok.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, well, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well...
Hát...
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. No matter who you are, you done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems our pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight.
Egy mellékküldiből jön be ez be. Betolyok.
Stay right where you are.
Nice. Kapott egy iPad-et, mekkora menő.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you?
Igen.
No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Igen, azt nézem most csak hirtelen egyébként, hogy az arcán nincs ott a tetkó Clive-nak. És ezért már nem gondolják azt, hogy bearőrök vagyunk. Chocobo unlocked. Hát igen. Aha, nincs az arcán a tetkó. Na mondtam végre!
Run like the wind.
Na 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 na. Az a fék, jó. Mekkora menő! És azt a mondatot kaptuk meg, amivel ugye fiatalon járkáltunk. Hát eldobom az agyam. Nem... Most nem akarok... Montozni akarok. Hát kicsit gyorsabb a dolog, maradjunk annyiba, mint gyalog. Érted, aki például csak rusholja a fősztorit, és nem áll meg még ennél se. Oké, neki másabb volt ugye a mellékküldékonja, tehát ő egy ilyen plusz jeles volt. De aki még ezt se csinálja meg, akkor nem kapja meg a mountot, nem derül ki egy ilyen apróság, és kurva jó dolog szerintem. És nekem nagyon-nagyon tetszett, hogy kiderült, hogy végül is ez az, aki gyerekkoromban volt úgymond a mountom. Jó, nincs több mellékküldünk, úgyhogy megyünk vissza a Hideaway-be.
Where's Gav?
Na ugye Gav visszajött a küldéjéről, és ugye kaptunk egy üzenetet Mártához, hogy menjünk vissza, de már jelleggel, úgyhogy...
Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head?
Wow.
And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Tehát akkor nem csak egy ilyen Mother Crystal volt, hanem
Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's breath near Ironhome. Drake's fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's spine in Waloed. And Drake's tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities.
Ilyenkor látom, hogy most őt említették. Nem.
Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Otto's counter is now open. Wow, amúgy ez még így 11-2 óra játék után is nagyon-nagyon sok mindent hoz befele egyébként. Tehát nem az, hogy az első 3 órában így tessék, itt van, ezeket tudod csinálni, hanem folyamatosan adagolja, és még mindig mutat újat, hogy tessék, még ilyet is tudsz csinálni. Betoljok.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Jött mellékküldünk. Meg beszélni akarok a szőkehajú Götével, hogy van, hogy nála mutatkozik, meg küldi. Aha. Desire.
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper?
Does
that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Hát, nézzük meg.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Hú, aha, ez a, amit mondtam, hogy kaptunk új currency-t. Clive Renown. Aha. Ó, ezek ilyen mellé küldik? Ez ad 400 ability pontot.
Here you are.
Ó, nem, ezek ilyen donation-ök.
All yours.
Aha. Aha. Expand renown to unlock. Okay.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Nice. Goethe.
What are you doing? Anything catch your eye?
Nincsen, megcsináltuk nála eddig mindet. Aha, ez az Otto's Tasks, azt hiszem.
Ah, yes. Our mysterious Moogle friend. Nectar, was it?
Úgy hívják a Mooglet, hogy Nektár. Mekkora jó.
I'll stick with Nectar if it's all the same to you. What seems to be the matter? The hunt board? It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free.
Uh-huh.
Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
You're happy, then you mind you complain. Uh-huh.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
That's good. Na, nézzük meg a handboardot. Aha, őt megöltük. Ó, tehát nem felveszem, hanem leírás alapján kell megtalálnom a hántolni való enemit. Jó, ezt lehet, hogy streamen kívül fogom megnézni, hogy ez mégis hogy merre.
And how may I assist you today? How may I help you today? Of course.
Változtak a dolgok, ugye? Aha, ő Shiva dominantja. Bahamut. Odin's dominant. Mysterious Being Ultima. Jó, hát olyan sok
Study it
minden, nem?
well, Clive. Very good.
Jó. Van ott lent egy mellékküldünk. Azt nem tudom, hogy itt... Ja, majd ott lesz a főküldünk, oké. Nem. Hol van a... Rossz fele jöttem, basszus. Egyenesen balra, jobbra, balra. Egyenesen. Aha. Á, ezt erre is lehet még szétnézni. Oké.
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martell's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
Jó, ez itt van, nem messze.
Did you come through the forge today?
Nem tudom, hogy jó fel jövök-e. Igen.
And you say Sid built this place?
Hello. Valami kis loot. Nem volt.
So Mather's all right.
Itt vannak az almák.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid. Them old apples were enough to curdle your gut. But these beauties are as sweet as you like.
I'll have to pay the boys down in the backyard a visit to tell them that.
Jó. Neked is egy
A gift from
alma.
the backyard. For your service.
Azt amennyi almát kapott.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste.
Hát igen, biztos jó érzés.
Tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Them old apples were enough to curdle you.
That broom's as ragged as...
Fú.
Think it's all right to touch him?
Csóró Sid mennyit, vagy Sid Clive mennyit szaladgál.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, Had you not kept it alive, that's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Ez aranyos kis küldetés volt. Ez egy ilyen gyűjthető elem volt, ami ugyanúgy ott lesz a chamberömbe. Mutatja is. Jó. Nem is tudok most máshova menni, csak ide.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Na, Torgál, mit érzel?
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
Oh.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Vérvonal.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still
many settlers between
here and Port Isolde.
Hogyha én felülök Mountra,
then hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Akkor ő is kap egyet, oksi. Aha, itt már kicsit nagyobb szintűek a mobok. Lehet, hogy kéne egy kicsit kombatolnunk, hogy XP-zzünk. Ja, igaz. Ó, az a kékező a csokobó olyan jól néz ki. Nem lehet befogni. 45 XP-t kapunk egy fájtért. Nem tudom, hogy érdemes-e. Jó. Alap, hogy veszek egy montot csajnak, hát persze, egyértelmű. De ő csak ilyen kis barnácskát kapott. Ezek az én harci fehérem.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
A fekete pajzsosok.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. It would be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
Nálad mi van?
Welcome, stranger.
Instant restore all HP. 10,000.
I'd pay more if I could. I'll find it at good home.
Wow, 4 goblin coin.
I'd pay more
Nice.
if I could. I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Azon gondolkodok, hogy csak kéne gyűjtenünk még egy kis pénzt. Jaj. Ó, és... Ez 25%-kal ad többet. Lett volna olyan, hogy 35%, de lehet, hogy ezt nem vettem meg. Akkor így. Jó, beszéljünk a falvacsiakkal.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There's been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions? 100? We're going hunting for outlaws. How do you like that, boy?
Nem nagyon akarnak velünk beszélgetni. Na, itt van ő.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
Well, what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere.
And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Speak with the locals.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
Nem, ezen a területen kell keresni, jó.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing.
Ja,
I
baj,
speak
papa.
for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to
Ja,
say to
ja.
you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
Jó, akkor nem segítünk, Mo. Hát akkor haladunk tovább.
These people live with a knife to their throats.
Hm.
In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Jó.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Valakit keresnek a Black Shield-esek, csak nem tudni, hogy kit. Na, nézed már, kis lézerkardos.
Since the auditory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Hát... Nem tudom, ez a képességem úgy annyira nem jó, úgyhogy... Ezt lehet, hogy... visszaveszem. Ez annyira nem adja. Úgyhogy... Ez jobb volt. Úgy tudtam, úgy tudtam. mi van? Black Shield-esek,
More of my mother's men.
Ó, lényegében ők a mieink. Ők a Black Shield-esek. Tehát, hogy a mi országunk. Nem tudom, hogy itt országok vannak-e, vagy hogy van. Nem sok pénzt hordanak maguknál. Jó, akkor... Hát és itt merre? Ja, itt a híd. A híd alatt, a híd alatt. Sok a vér.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
Nekem te nem dirigálsz.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then?
No.
We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
Gyere, öcsém!
I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. Farewell. It's over.
Szóval?
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Oldhill. Guardians of the Flame.
Oldhillbe várnak minket.
Those are Oldhill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Oh, okay. Loot. És befele. Jaj.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Basszus.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
Nem tiszta az anyu.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Ez kemény. Megnézem, hogy ebbe be lehet menni. Nem. Akkor anyu ezért nem kedvelt minket az elején. Hiába nem volt még rajtunk a jel, mert ő tudta, hogy milyen kis kívülállók vagyunk. Szerintem.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road. You didn't... You nothing.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Ja, nem tudom használni. Itt nyomkodom az R3-at, hogy hátra fel tudnék mountra ülni, de nem tudok. Most.
Ready, go?
Ó, azt nem akartam.
Waken wins!
Good girl.
Good girl. Good girl.
Run like the wind.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Az anyja elintézte a királyságot
That's the main
rendesen.
gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
Oh, get enough
Fuck off.
And the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you?
Asta.
Back to your stalls. Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Ezt eléggé védik ezt a kaput, úgyhogy más utat keresünk a falakon túli bejutásra.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Lazarus.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns, tehát hogy úgy nem tudunk sima úton bejutni.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking
A
for.
nagybátyja mesélt Clive-nak erről a tunnelökről, ahol a nemesek menekültek, és használták, hogy kijöjjenek. És mivel ez elhagyatott, valószínűleg nem őrzik és nem figyelik ezeket az utakat.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Jó, nem erre. Ó. Ugye jöttem ide. Itt. Keresve tudunk valami, akkor csak vagyunk a főúton. Erre se.
Not abandoned then.
Van itt azért valaki, haló?
Oi! Visitors!
Oj!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Azt a... Na jó.
Or not.
Hát jó.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
És te ki vagy?
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Az kicsoda? Szörvéd. Ó, vele voltunk küldetésen, amikor a 13 éves Clive-val voltunk. A trollok ellen. Wow.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force
Me?
for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready.
Megtámadta a Black Shields egyik tábort.
Perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, Let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Jó, itt nem hiszem, hogy van mellékküldi vagy bármi most.
Oh, buck up, man.
We'll show them fire in our
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Sir Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Black or white? I mean, sorry, level of. Wow. Tudok majd váltogatni a Hideaway-be a kompanionok között.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Tehát full macskágér játékot játszanak, mióta az első ilyen falut megtámadták a Black Shield-esek. Na, miért jönnek onnan az emberek?
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Én kommandom, hogy megyünk. Szasztok!
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
Hát jó.
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Jó van.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battle for them.
More dragons.
Wolves. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
I needed that.
Nice. Főnök harc.
Albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Azt, amit tud az úr. Na, ez nem főnök harc. Csak ez simán egy nagyobb enemy.
So wait! There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Jó. Nice.
I don't see any more.
Én se látok több senkit.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Nice.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then,
Szerintem itt pont ilyen sztori vég van, pont kész a küldő, úgyhogy szerintem majd innen. De mehet addig, persze.
Were the Vice Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, They'd seize his
És
estate
most
and send him to
szerintem
the
ez a
gallows.
beszélgetés lemegy, és akkor még regenerálok úgyis előtte egy
And
picit.
so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Hát kaptam egy rozáliás szélt.
I shall wear it with pride.
De hát elvileg engem fel fognak is verni, nem? Vagy nem? Bár mondjuk 18 év után ki tudja.
If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Rosefield Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosefield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
Nem hiszi el, hogy mi vagyunk.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Fú, de kurva jó a színészi játék.
You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
Untrue.
Let's say no more about it.
It's not untrue.
My nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw.
200 az öreg amúgy.
Would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on. She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it. I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Érthető, hogy miért érzi ezt, de nem az, mert kényszerítve volt, és ő csak élni akart, tehát nem mondanám. De értem, hogy miért gondolja ezt magáról.
Clive, do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Hú, ismét egy jó hosszú cinematikon vagyunk túl. Jó, és akkor jövünk vissza a Hideaway-be. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Jó, én nem fogom folytatni. Holnap biztos viszem tovább. Szerintem hamarosan megint egy nagyobb mókához fogunk érni. Ha ezek fixek, tehát őket nem is tudom visszavenni. Jó. Mentek egyet. És akkor holnap innen folyt köv. Köszi, hogy itt voltatok. Köszi, Csibi, hogy feliratkoztál. Holnap érkezem. Na, csákó.